Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another Mr. Doctor Who Fan 13 Doctor Who DVD review. And today we are taking a look, continuing, our look at the Sarah Jane Adventures series 1 to 5, or series 2 to 5 rather, requested by someone, with the Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series. Now, like the complete 3rd series and the complete 2nd series, this was requested by Owen Sammons, so thank you very much, mate, once again, for the third time now, for requesting this DVD review. If you want to check out his channel, link will be in the description. I'll also post a link to my Doctor Who DVD collection as of January 2014, so you can request the DVD review yourself if you want. And as well as that, if you want to see more content from me, I'll post a link to my playlist of Doctor Who DVD reviews. So without further ado, let's get started with the Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series. Now, if you've seen my review of the complete 3rd series, you will know that I am quite frustrated with what they did with series 3 and beyond with the Sarah Jane Adventures. They just put the DVDs in these stupid, slick cases. Well, single, just DVD cases with sleeves, which I thought was pretty annoying, because, well, it's a complete series. You'd at least expect it to be a box set or something like that, but anyway, all frustration aside, let's take a look. First we've got BBC DVD, The Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series, rated PG. It's a 2-disc set. And we got a DVD, look at that, DVD video. And let's see what else. Oh yes. Now we obviously have the front cover here, and we got Sarah Jane and the gang as per usual. Don't know why Luke's here, because he only appears in 2 episodes in this. Well, 3 episodes, 2 stories. I mean, yeah, sure, he's a he plays a big part to the Sarah Jane Adventures series, but he's only in The Nightmare Man, which is his farewell story. Sure, he makes, cameos, like through Skype or whatever they use to chat to him and stuff like that, but, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna do that, you might... It's frustrating because they didn't put Maria Jackson on the front cover of the 2nd series, and she was in The Last Sontaran. She was in the season opener. That was her farewell story, so I don't know, it's just something that bugs me, but hey, we've got Luke here with Sarah Jane, Ronnie and Clyde, who are the only 3, gang members we see for the majority of the series, so yeah. And up here behind them we've got various monsters from the series. Basically it's like set out like the series 3 box set. We've got Androvax, the Shansheath, that thing I forgot what it's called, and the Grosk. Actually, it should be the Grosk, because it looks like a Grask here, but it should be a Grosk, which is blue, so I don't know, they messed that one up, didn't they? The Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series, rated PG, it's a 2-disc set, like the 3rd series, so, yeah. And then on the spine we have the complete 4th series of the Sarah Jane Adventures, BBC to entertain all that. So, the Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series, with special appearances from the 11th Doctor and former Doctor's companion, Jo Grant. Yeah, featuring a special appearance by Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. Because, the 11th Doctor here is featured in the story Death of the Doctor, which... it's like the wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, only it's with David... It's Matt Smith and not David Tennant, so... yeah, anyway. So, as for pictures, I'm going to do these first for a change. We've got the 11th Doctor there, played by Matt Smith, with Jo Grant and Sarah Jane Smith. And Mr. Smith in the background. And we've got those 2 robots from the Empty Planet. Right, so... Having faced a chilling figure stalking their dreams, Luke leaves Sarah Jane and the gang as he departs for university with K9. But the planet won't save itself, and there are still more adventures to endure. Confronting the men in black at the Vault of Secrets, waking to find they are the only survivors of the human race, battling in different time zones against ghost hunters and Nazis and Tudors, and attending the Doctor's funeral where there's some old friends and enemies. Finally, Sarah Jane faces her saddest day, realising that no one can defend Earth forever. She prepares to hand over to a new regime at Bannerman Road. But are the new incumbents completely trustworthy? These DVDs feature the following stories: The Nightmare Man, The Vault of Secrets, Death of the Doctor featuring the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith, The Empty Planet, Lost in Time, and Goodbye Sarah Jane Smith. And there's a special feature here which is actually a complete Doctor Who story, Pyramids of Mars, episodes 1 to 4, in tribute to Elizabeth Sladen. I'm recording! I've done some work! Sorry, that was Mum. Anyway, yeah. So, series created by Russell T Davies. Executive producers Russell T Davies and Nicky Wilson. Producer Brian Mitchin, who is currently the executive producer for Doctor Who from the time of the Doctor onwards, series 8. So, yeah. With Stephen Moffat, of course. So, yeah, after that we've got all the boring information no one cares about. So, we're gonna take the DVD out of the sleeve. And obviously, you know, the case it's just the same as the sleeve, so there's no point in going into it all. So, yes. So, this is what it looks like on the inside. Very similar to Series 3. You know, it's a 2-disc set with various pictures from the series. So, the Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series, Disc 1. I'm recording! With The Nightmare Man, The Vault of Secrets, Death of the Doctor, and The Empty Planet. I know I said in my unboxing, my most recent unboxing of this, the complete 2nd series of the Sarah Jane Adventures, and Doctor Who, The Moon Base, and The Time of the Doctor, and that Disc 2 featured The Empty Planet, but no, I was wrong, it's Disc 1. Yeah, I was wrong about something. I was wrong about something Doctor Who related. Oh well, can't be right about everything, can you? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, Disc 1 has Sarah Jane and the gang. Forgot to mention what the discs showed for each, for Series 3, actually. Yes, so Disc 2, which features Lost in Time and Goodbye Sarah Jane Smith, as well as the Doctor Who story, as well as Doctor Who Pyramids of Mars. Here we've got the villains from the cover, so yeah. And then on the inside we've got various pictures from the series. So let's take a look, shall we? We've got Sarah Jane and Joe Grant with the Doctor preparing that thing from the Death of the Doctor on that alien planet. I forgot what it's called. Sarah Jane and the gang there, I think, in The Nightmare Man, very beginning. Sarah Jane in Clyde's Nightmare there, in The Nightmare Man. Androvax from The Vault of Secrets. The Shanshi from Death of the Doctor. That thing from Goodbye Sarah Jane Smith. Mr. Dread from The Vault of Secrets. And Rani and the 9-Day Queen, I've forgotten the name, with the servant or maid, whatever, from Lost in Time. Lost in Time. That's also the name of the Doctor Who DVD. Various missing episodes. Well, orphan episodes, whatever. I don't know. So yes. That is indeed the Sarah Jane Adventures, the complete 4th series. So my thoughts. As far as stories go, The Nightmare Man, brilliant season opener for this series. I think it's a great story. The Nightmare Man himself is very sinister, and above all, I just think it's a great concept. Tommy Knight's acting as Luke in this is phenomenal, and great performances all around, really. The Vault of Secrets, a good return to Anjavax. It's nice to see him back. It reminds me a bit of Enemy of the Bane, to be honest, with the whole containment vortex thing activated by Mr. Smith and, keeping him prisoner and him wanting that. It feels like Enemy of the Bane, but, with Anjavax instead of Mrs. Wormwood, and, without Strax, and with, Mr. Dread hunting him down and stuff like that. It's a good story. Although, I feel as though, especially in part 1, it feels like a bit like a rip-off of the Series 2 finale, Enemy of the Bane. Death of the Doctor, I think, is a really good, I think that's probably... Death of the Doctor is a good story, featuring a good appearance by Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. It's not quite as good as I don't know, I think it's difficult to say whether or not it's better than The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith, because in both David Tennant and Matt Smith in both stories do great acting, but I'd say The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith is barely better, like a tiny bit better, just because Death of the Doctor, I think, is a tad sillier. And I believe Death of the Doctor was actually written by Russell T Davies, and we all know how carried away he can get with writing. So, yes. The Empty Planet, I thought, was quite good. In fact, I thought that was a story that made me think that Clyde and Rani should get together, along with Lost in Time. Which, well, we're going to say for later, but The Empty Planet, I think, is a really good story. I like The Empty Planet. Not really much to say about it. It's quite mysterious, and I like how, things are slowly revealed as it goes along. I think it's a good story. It's two great episodes. Lost in Time, I quite like. I think it has a really good concept, and it's well executed as well. I find it funny how Clyde uses his phone to as a sort of a fake bomb to threaten the Germans in World War II. That was a great revelation, and above all, I think it's a great story. It's really, really good. As far as ratings go, by the way, I think The Nightmare Man gets a 9 out of 10. The Vault of Secrets gets a 7 out of 10. Maybe a 7 out... Actually, no. An 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. No, 7, because it could have been better. 7 out of 10. Death of the Doctor, 8 out of 10. The Empty Planet, 8 out of 10. Possibly a 7, I don't know. 7 out of 10. Lost in Time, 8 out of 10. No, The Empty Planet gets an 8 out of 10 as well, actually. And now Goodbye Sarah Jane Smith, which gets a... I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. It is a fantastic story. In my opinion, if Elizabeth Sladen really was going to go, if we would have known that she was going to die after Series 4, I think, we should have ended... I think they should have ended the series and not commissioned Series 5, but, unfortunately we didn't know Elizabeth Sladen was going to die after the first half of filming, after filming the first half of Series 5, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, what else do we have? Flipping heck, my camera's on low battery, so I've got to get through this quickly. But Goodbye Sarah Jane Smith, a fantastic story. I give this a 10 out of 10. It's a great season finale, I like the addition of Ruby and how she can be a traitor, but yet be really nice at the same time. Great performances all around. Daniel Anthony as Clyde, this was another Clyde moment for me when he said, Rani, I always... Well, we all know he was going to say, I always loved you, but still, really good performance. And overall, I think it's a great series. So I think it's a great end to the series. So, not much else to say, really. 10 out of 10. Fantastic story. So, there's also one special feature on here, which is actually a full, complete classic Doctor Who story, Pyramids of Mars, which is incredible, but I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because I'm going to get the DVD very soon, the official DVD release, but I have watched it on here. It's a really great story. It's fantastic. One of Tom Baker's best, if not the best Tom Baker story out there. It's great. Zootech, everything. Fantastic story, so... And it's, it's a great addition, to put on this DVD in tribute in memory of Elizabeth Sladen. So, overall, Series 4 of the Sarah Jane Adventures, one of my favourite series from, the show, and overall, it's just great. It's just great. So, that's really going to be that for now. This is Mr. Doctor Who Fan 13 saying word out. And I shall see you next time for the conclusion to my Sarah Jane Adventures, series of Doctor Who with DVD reviews, with the Sarah Jane Adventures, the 5th series. See you then.